Hello everyone, my name is Sean. I am the Crypto Smith. Thanks for coming back to the channel. I do appreciate your support. If you guys wouldn't mind liking and subscribing and doing all those little housekeeping items, I would really appreciate it. It does help the channel grow. That's the entire reason I'm doing this, so I can bring you guys content and information. You don't have to do all the digging yourself. People like me will do it for you. In today's video, this is going to be a little different in the beginning because I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you one-on-one, subscriber to host, right? What am I doing with my channel, right? I'm a little confused right now and I'm trying to figure this out so that I can go forward with a clear purpose and focus and give you guys the content that you want to get. And so I have a question. Now, my question in my own head, and yeah, I talk to myself sometimes, it's a little concerning, but not that concerning. I cover two distinctly different types of projects in crypto, right? My favorite, XRP, and the other ISO 20022 tokens like Quant, Algo, XLM, XDC. These are others that I enjoy learning about, researching, understanding, because these are, I believe, my opinion, are the future of finance in this world, on this planet. Not one of them is going to take over. They're all going to be working together in different sectors, in different areas. So that's what I'm into because I think that's really where the future of these investments are going to go. That's where I feel like I'm going to make my most return on my money. Now, having said that, I also cover projects like Terareum and Volt Inu, which is, people think, oh, that's just a dumb community token. It's not really going anywhere, but it is going somewhere and it's still sticking around. I still enjoy it. I enjoy the communities. Terareum is a great project as well, doing huge things out there. And then things like Stable Fund, which I'm in. It's a, a fund that involves Matic, Polygon Matic, and I make an ROI every day. And I reinvest that, and I'm going to do that for an entire year. And I'm doing a whole show, videos just around that. So they're very distinct and different, right? Different types of audiences. A lot of people don't even know about XRP or care about it, or they think it's a garbage coin, a banker's coin, whatever you have. You have your opinion. Okay, I have mine. Excuse me. But I also enjoy the other side, right? Maybe we can call it a lighter side, right? It's a little more fun side. It's a little, I don't want to call it sexy because that's kind of weird and awkward, but people enjoy that community-driven vibe, right? The idea that you can take a token with, very small market cap and a lot of zeros behind it, and you can get, 500 billion tokens, and that might have 100x or 1000x run up one day. And it's possible it's happened before. A year ago when we were into this meme coin space and everything was just speculation and new projects were coming out every day. That was the hot topic. Everybody wanted to hear that. YouTube channels were built on that. Unfortunately, I got in a little late to the game as far as the YouTube channel goes, but I really enjoy it. I still think it's fun, but I do see it's two different types of audiences. If I put out a Terareum video, I get 200 to 500 views on it, no problem. A lot of interaction, which is great for me. It makes me feel like it's wanted and needed out there. I feel part of the community. I throw an XRP video out there, I get 45 views, right? So you might say, well, why don't you stop doing XRP videos then, dum-dum, right? Why don't you do the one that gives you 200 to 500 or 600 views, right? That makes sense. Well, that's a good question, but I don't appreciate the attitude. So thinking about this, I'm thinking, why don't I just stop and just do the videos that get all the views? That's not really what I want to do. I want to do that, but I want to do the other ones also. So help me decide. I'm trying to decide, should I create a separate channel that is just for XRP and XLM and XDC and Quant and those other tokens that may not be as exciting? They can be dry. It's just a lot of data-driven information, and we're going to wait and seize, for the next 5 years. But we're also going to see that on the other side as well with the Terareums, the Volt Inus, and the other types of community tokens. And I'm going to throw some other ones in there as well, and some NFT projects. But what do you think? What is your opinion? Is it better to have two different channels? That way if you're just into the community side, can just focus on that and you're just going to get these videos that I'm going to put out that you're going to like? Or does it even matter to you that I have two totally different and separate types of content on my channel? For me, it's confusing. For me, maybe it's just in my head. So I need to decide so I can just go forward, full focus, and knock this out of the park for the next 6 months, a year, however. Initially, when I started my channel, my goal, and I set a commitment to myself, I'm not going to stop until I do at least 100 videos. That was my goal. After 100 videos, I'm going to see where I'm at, where I stand. Do I like it? You know, is it a chore? Do I find it to be more of a job than anything else? I'm 73 videos in, and honestly, I love it. I really enjoy it. It is a great hobby of mine right now. My goal really isn't to make money. I don't really need to make money with the channel. I'm sure it'd be nice, you know, a little extra dollar here and there would be cool, but that is not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to continue my research and understanding and build my knowledge base, help you guys build your knowledge base also while we're on this journey together, and hopefully put a bit of knowledge out there where you guys can actually make a couple of bucks. Not financial advice, okay? I got to say that every time. I don't give financial advice. This is for fun. This is my own opinion, right? You guys do whatever it is you have to do your own research, all that kind of stuff, right? You guys know. Hopefully you're adults out there and you guys can think for yourselves and don't jump into something because some stupid guy on YouTube was talking about it. Having said all that, let me know what you guys think. I don't really know what to do. I'm kind of torn. I'm going to take the next few days and kind of decide, you know, yeah, 2 channels, 1 channel, does it really matter? I don't know. Do I just not do the XRP type of content and just stick with the stuff that gets tons of views and is going to get me, you know, to 1,000 subscribers and get monetized and, you know, and just keep moving on? I don't have to do XRP videos. I can still do that. I can still do the research on the side and watch all the information I want and learn all the stuff I want. But to me, it's exciting. But what is it to you? Hopefully this is not going to take too long. If you guys can get to the end of this video, I'm going to do a quick XRP update and the Ripple versus SEC. Just a quick one on that. And then I'm going to do a whole nother video on the SEC versus Coinbase, which is going to be an upcoming lawsuit, most likely. And I'm going to give you some nice juicy bits of info on that and why I think the SEC is full of garbage. So let's go over today's market. Today is Thursday, July 28th. We just had the FOMC meeting today, or yesterday. They raised rates by 75 basis points again, which we kind of knew that was going to happen. Everybody thinks, well, if they just raise rates, why is the market going up? It makes no sense. It's opposite. It's opposite of what we think should be happening. But you have to remember, we're in this cycle, and we're in the era now of information where we knew basically they were going to raise rates again, and it was probably going to be 75 basis points. So we're expecting that. So running up to this point to where they're going to actually announce it, that's already priced into the market. The market did drop, you know, last week or for the last several days before it came back up. Why? Because the Fed, Powell came out and said 75 basis points seems reasonable to us. They did toy around with a full point, which would have been crazy. And maybe it could have been a half a point, which the market, I think, would have gone up even higher. But here we are, expectations were met. So because it wasn't any different, it's what everybody expected, money comes back in, right? This is how it goes, right? This is how the new normal is going to be as far as the financial markets and your reaction to them, right? Because this is all an emotional response. Everything that you do, every dollar you put out there, investment-wise, in stocks, bonds, whatever it is, it's an emotional event for you. You think about the world, what's going on. Do I put money in? Do I not put money in? Do I take money out and sit on the sidelines? This is all an emotional reaction for most people. Professional traders and people like me that have no heart and have no feelings. It's robotic, right? I already know what's going to happen. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what levels it's going to end at, right? Or else I wouldn't be here on this YouTube channel. I'd be sitting on a beach sipping Mai Tais, playing Yahtzee. This information is built in to the market, which is why the market went up. But this is not sustainable because we probably haven't seen the bottom yet. There's going to be more rate hikes in the future. There's going to be more pain coming in the future as housing drops and the automobile industry drops. And there's going to be a lot of other things that go along with this. And it's going to be probably another 12 months. You know, hopefully we start to wiggle our way out of this thing. Here we are. Bitcoin is almost $24,000, which to me is insane. Do not get trapped into this. Do not think this is our bull run where everything's going back to normal. It is not. I can't say with 100% certainty because I can't read the future, but we've been here before. We have not seen the bottom. All of the other economic indicators out there are not stating that we're going to keep going up and things are better. Okay. This is just people being emotional and traders taking action and taking profits and getting in and out. Right now, I'd be shorting Bitcoin if I could, but I'm not going to because I don't really play with Bitcoin. Bitcoin to me is useless. I don't care about it. We can look at crypto bubbles and we can see today, right? Everything's green. It looks awesome, right? This looks like, wow, I need to jump back into this market and get going and make some more money, right? Try to recoup those losses I got over the last 6 months. You would be wrong if you did that. this market is going to go back down. So having burst your bubble on that one, let's get into just a quick XRP update so I can end the video on that. Let me give you a little backstory. The SEC decided they wanted to write a motion to the court to get John Deaton and this is wrong, this is almost 68,000 XRP holders now that he represents in the SEC versus Ripple case. They decided to write a motion that says, we don't think he should be allowed to be part of this case any longer. Remember, he just has amici status, which means he's a friend of the court. He can add information along the way as is needed or as the judge allows. And this time, the SEC said, no, he should not be allowed to be part of this process any longer, nor the nearly 68,000 XRP holders. Why, you ask? What is the reasoning? Oh, he said mean things about us. We don't like him. He made us feel bad. So we don't want him part of the case anymore. Well, what did the judge say? The judge said, nah, too bad. He's still part of the case, right? He can't add anything to the expert witness testimony or defense against that until summary judgment, until the summary judgments are thrown out there. A lot of people said this was a big ruling. It was a big deal, but to me, it wasn't. This was expected. There was absolutely no legal reason to keep Attorney Deaton and these 68,000 holders that he represents out of this case. So I'm not a mind reader, but I saw it coming. And let me tell you just a real quick and this is funny, and you're going to find this funny if you made it this far. The SEC, here's where this stems from. The SEC has an expert witness, and that expert witness is giving testimony on the mind of the XRP investor, the average XRP investor out there, and is going to say that the average XRP investor out there bought XRP with the expectation of making profit based on the efforts of Ripple, right? Ripple, the company who came up with XRP, doesn't control it, but did come up with it. So the funny part of this is that through emails and other information, they found out that this expert witness for the SEC is actually on a payroll for a company that the SEC has a contract with. Essentially, this person is going to say whatever the SEC wants them to because that's what they're getting paid for. Doesn't have to be based in fact, doesn't have to be any proof of anything. He's just going to say, okay, what do you guys want me to say? Just write it down. I'll say it. There you go. Boom, said, done. And then they found out also that this expert witness who's giving this testimony literally talked to 0 XRP holders. And also he never even attempted to contact an XRP holder to find out what they were thinking when they purchased XRP. So he's just making this up. Is it funny? Is it sad? Is it really, really sad that this is how a government agency in the US operates? And we're paying for this through our tax dollars, are paying for these people to do this. It is insane that nobody's gone to jail yet. That is why this is going on. Judge says no, sees right through it. Both of these judges in this case, I do believe, are not very fond of the SEC and their antics, and the fact that they've not really are doing their due diligence and upholding what they believe is the law. This is a game to them. The longer they can delay this, the better for them. They're going to lose this case one way or the other. Now, they may call it a win. If Ripple gets a slap on the wrist and says, hey, those initial offerings that you did were securities, but they're not securities going forward, and XRP is just fine. And even in the secondary market, Ripple's going to claim a win. The SEC is going to claim a win. I'm pretty sure that's how this is going to end. There's going to be a settlement around that somewhere, probably beginning of next year. But in no way does the SEC fully win this case. That is just not going to happen. If you think I'm wrong, let me know why. I would love to have a conversation with you about it. To me, this is super fascinating. It's why I like to cover XRP and the Ripple versus SEC case. So there we have it. That's the update I wanted to share with you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and subscribe. But remember, if you made it to the end of this video, let me know what you think. Do I need 2 channels? Or is it okay just having one? Or do I just stop doing XRP stuff and just concentrate on the other things that get all the views and adds lots of subscribers, right? Because I mean, that is the reason I'm here, right? I want to get more subscribers and more views, and my XRP stuff and the XDC and the quant, it doesn't really get any views yet, right? And maybe if I had a separate channel and I slowly built that up, maybe it would in the future, but who knows? I do appreciate you guys watching. Do appreciate you stopping by. Until next time, we'll see you again.